So on Twitter, I asked people to give me things to rank, I guess, because I figure I just would talk about shit that I like or don't like, and you guys can, throw some stuff at me if you have questions or whatever. So first off, ice cream flavors, somebody asked. I would say my go-to flavor for ice cream would probably be... It's tough. Maybe cookies and cream. I mean, cookie dough is pretty good. Pretty much anything with a damn cookie in it is good shit. How's the volume? Is it good or too loud or what? How about this? Throw some ice cream flavors in the chat, and I'll give my hot take on what I think of them. Not enough posters in the background of just Frankie and Robin. Listen, I'd love some posters of just Frankie and Robin. Do I like the actual chunks of cookie or just pure ice cream with flavor? I like both. I mean, pure ice cream and cookies, I mean... How can you go wrong with that, man? Mint chocolate chip's pretty good, but a little overwhelming for me, I think. But not bad. It's never my go-to choice, but I always enjoy it. Cake batter's dope as hell. Peanut butter swirl. Now, peanut butter, I never really gave it much thought as a kid, but as I eat it now as an adult, I'm like, god damn, peanut butter ice cream is the shit. So that's actually gone up there on my ice cream rankings. Neapolitan, I don't really like chocolate ice cream that much. Just plain chocolate, it's not my thing. Like, I really like strawberry, I really like vanilla. So Neapolitan is like, I like 2/3 of this. 1/3 of this I could really do without. I don't know what the hell tiger ice cream is. Why are you wearing that? Why am I wearing this trash shirt? You are trash. This is the best. Rainbow ice cream, if you're talking like rainbow sherbet, I'm not really into sherbet as much. Vanilla bean, man, when you're a kid you think vanilla is just whatever. Actually, that's not true, because I liked vanilla when I was a kid. But I don't think you appreciate it as much. Now I'm like, vanilla is the shit. People always make fun of it because they think it's boring. But vanilla ice cream is fucking dope. Coconut ice cream, I don't know if I've had too much coconut ice cream. Wow, you guys are throwing all these ice cream. We're all really into this ice cream, aren't we? I don't know if I've had a really coconut ice cream. Like coconut flavored ice cream, or like ice cream with coconut in it. Because I wouldn't really necessarily be into ice cream with coconut in it as much. Rocky Road, people always throw around Rocky Road, but what the hell is in Rocky Road? I don't know if I've actually had a Rocky Road. Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough is the shit. Moose Tracks. See, with all these like names for, like, cause I don't eat that much ice cream, so like Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, like what the fuck's all that? Coffee flavored ice cream it depends on my mood. I can enjoy it. Cotton candy ice cream, that just sounds fucking wild. I don't think I've ever had that. Yeah. Wow, we're getting a lot of mileage out of this ice cream. This ice cream question. Lime ice cream? I don't think I've had that. Pistachio ice cream is pretty good. I like pistachio nuts better. God damn, it looks like the ice cream gang rolled in here. I don't know if I've ever had Americone Dream, although one of the best flavors that Ben & Jerry's ever had was the Jimmy Fallon, what the fuck was it called? Anyway, it was the Jimmy Fallon ice cream, which had potato chip clusters covered in chocolate. That shit was legit, and probably one of my favorite ice creams ever. That shit was dope as hell. And I don't think they make it anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if they still make like Americone Dream, but that Jimmy Fallon ice cream, that's the good shit, son. All right. I think we got bubblegum ice cream. I don't know. Where the hell are you guys getting all this crazy ice cream? I don't know if it was called the Tonight Dough. I think it was the one before that when he was still at Late Night. Never had Cherry Garcia. Damn. What was the last ice cream I had? You know, I don't even remember the last ice cream I had. Probably like... Fuck, I don't know. Peanut butter, maybe? Late Night Snack. Yeah, I think that's the name of the Jimmy Fallon ice cream. Yeah. I had Froyo recently, which is, you know... I like Froyo for different reasons. Like, they're pretty... I think Froyo and ice cream are fairly similar enough where I don't care that much. Because some people are like, oh no, Froyo is way inferior. Not really. Plus, I can dump 1,000 toppings on it, and it costs like $4. So, even when you go to fucking Cold Stone, it's like $50 for what feels like, like 2 chocolate chips. My thoughts on Rogue One. People still haven't seen it, so I won't spoil shit. I thought it was fun, but very flawed. But it's fun. I think it's worth seeing. Anyway, back to frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt is the shit. I appreciate that it's not as heavy as regular ice cream, and also I can just put a shitload of toppings on. What is the first flavor I eat in Neapolitan ice cream? Strawberry. Strawberry is fucking good. Strawberry, then vanilla, and man, someone else can have the chocolate. Chocolate ice cream sucks. Dippin' Dots are dope, and anytime you're at like a zoo or wherever the fuck, like a museum, and they have Dippin' Dots, it makes the experience about 50 times better. Yeah, so Dippin', like, I don't know if I really had Dippin' Dots as a kid, but even as an adult, I'm just like, what's this crazy ass space food? These delectable little orbs. Dippin' Dots are the shit, man. Waffle cone, yes or no? Yes, every time. Fuck those little cardboard cones. Waffle cones, or a waffle bowl, but waffle cones are the pinnacle of ice cream. Yeah. Okay, I think we good on ice cream. Let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Another thing people threw at me was sandwich toppings. Man, we're just gonna talk all about the food, huh? So, my go-to for like, if I'm just gonna make a sandwich for myself, my go-to is like honey ham, aged Swiss or Gouda, and then like maybe some good either spinach or kale or no, arugula. Arugula's the shit. And just like mayo. Like, even though that's pretty simple, but that's like my go-to sandwich. So throw some sandwich toppings at me, and I'll give you my hot takes on those. Any must-watch anime? Watch Chihaya Furu. It's my favorite anime. Mayo is gross, yes or no? Absolutely not. Mayo is fucking great. Now, Miracle Whip is nasty, but mayo is dope. And I always go with Hellmann's. Salami is great. Salami is so good that I can't even buy it because I just eat it out of the bag. Like, it's so damn good. I don't usually put mustard on my sandwiches, but I should, because I do like a good honey mustard or spicy mustard. Bacon, I honestly, I love bacon. I'd rather have it on the side. I don't really need it on a sandwich. It's kind of too much. PB&J, funny thing about PB&J is I didn't really eat PB&J as a kid, even though every other kid did. I don't know why. I ate like peanut butter sandwiches, but not PB&J. And then my my wife like eats them, and so like she like made one for me, and I was like, damn, like why the fuck didn't I eat these as a kid? Like PB&J is great. Like, I feel like I missed a whole chunk of my childhood just not not eating PB&J. Onions are good. I'm always surprised by how much I like onions on a sandwich. Not too much, but if you put the right amount on there, it really adds a good ass bite to the sandwich. Chips on the side are always welcome. Sometimes even put chips on the sandwich. If you put chips on the sandwich, especially like a good like sour cream and onion chip, oh, that shit's good. I know, I think in what, like the UK, they have what, like chip sandwiches or whatever, or something like that. Maybe that was with fries. Like the chip buddy sounds British to me, because it sounds like ridiculous food. Pickles, I do like pickles on my sandwich, but they'd have to be dill. I'm not a big fan of sweet, like bread and butter pickles. Avocado on a sandwich is so good. And I didn't really eat much avocado, but my wife loves avocado, and I've just been kind of captivated by it now. Like it's like butter, but good for you. So it's pretty much why I like love it now on like toast or whatever. I put it on a ham cheese lettuce sandwich recently, and it just ramped that shit up. Like that was a good ass sandwich. Cheddar's good. It's a little, in terms of cheeses, it's a little too overpowering, I think, sometimes for a sandwich, but it depends on the sandwich. It really depends on the sandwich. It's never my go-to cheese, but pretty good. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce are really, unless I'm eating like a seafood sandwich, like it's not usually my go-to. Usually I can stick with just mayo. Oil and vinegar, I don't do that unless I'm like at a sub shop. Otherwise I don't put that on my own sandwiches. Pizza roll sandwiches with string cheese, what the fuck? The hell are you eating? Sounds pretty good, but the hell are you eating? You know, I'm not a big fan of tomatoes on my sandwiches. I like tomatoes, but raw tomatoes are just too wet for me for sandwiches. Like they just make that shit soggy. Now, cooked tomatoes are delicious, and I think about 1,000 times better than raw tomatoes. But I can enjoy a raw tomato every now and then, but usually they're like too wet for my sandwiches. Best cheese for grilled cheese? I mean, honestly, a good Kraft single for a grilled cheese is legit, and that's usually probably one of the few uses you can use for a Kraft single. But nothing beats that American cheese, man. I don't put that on my regular sandwiches, but for a grilled cheese, that shit's legit. Otherwise, you know, like a good jalapeno cheddar is pretty good. Yeah. Subway or Jimmy John's? Subway fucking sucks. Jimmy John's for sure. What kind of question is that? All right. I think we're slowing down on sandwich toppings. So let's go on to what's my next thing? Someone said Pop-Tart flavors. So I used to be big into Pop-Tarts, but I find now I just don't eat breakfast as much anymore, and I'm never really in the mood for Pop-Tarts. But I will say when I did eat Pop-Tarts, blueberry and s'mores were my go-to. I would say those are like the top Pop-Tarts for me. Strawberry's pretty good, but not as good as blueberry. The chocolate chip ones are good, but a little too much. Like they basically just taste like a fucking cookie. Free Subway from someone else or Jimmy John's that you have to buy? I'll take the free Subway, please. I made a tweet. I forget when, maybe like a couple days ago. That was like, Subway is fucking garbage or whatever if you buy it, but if someone gives it to you, it is amazing. And this happened to me. What prompted that was that someone gave me a sub, and I was eating it because for free, and I was like really hungry, and I was like, "Oh damn, this is pretty good. Where'd you get it from?" And they were like, "Subway." I was like, "Yeah, okay, because this is free and I'm hungry. This is delicious." But if you go there specifically to buy a Subway sub, boy, is it not good. There's a local sub place that is like my favorite, and so Subway just tastes like garbage in comparison to it. People eat who the hell eats unfrosted Pop-Tarts? That just seems barbaric to me. Frosted Pop-Tarts all the way. Alright, let's see what Pop-Tarts you guys are throwing at me. Red Velvet I have not had. That sounds pretty good. Those Oreo, like, cookie ones are pretty good. But a lot of those dessert ones, they just feel like you're eating a dessert. They're pretty overwhelming. And you can't eat... It's like you eat one and you're like, okay, I don't need to eat another one for a year. The ice cream sundae I think was pretty good. I didn't like the wild berry ones that much. They just kind of tasted like a blueberry one, but trying to be like, but you're a 90s kid, whoa! Even the fucking blue stripe on the purple just pisses me off. You know, what the hell's a wild berry? Not even fucking real. I got the Orange Crush flavored Pop-Tarts, and they are, I would not recommend them. They are very, very sickly orange. They're not terrible, but you're fine not eating those. Toaster strudels I actually had for the first time maybe like a year or two ago, and those are pretty good, but you know, it's a little too much work for me. Really, those are good mainly because you put that icing on the top. Otherwise, it's just like a pretty good. Oh, you know what they had? They had those like breakfast, like sausage, cheese, like egg breakfast strudels. Those were actually pretty good. A little weird, but pretty good. I like those more. They don't have the seafood salad at Subway anymore. It's kind of a shame. It wasn't bad. My dad's vegetarian, so he always used to get that. So I'd like to have some. Rice with ketchup. I like ketchup. I like it's Oma rice. I like a good Oma rice. Otherwise, I'd prefer sriracha on my, like, if I'm having like eggs and rice or something. Just like a fried egg. I usually prefer sriracha because ketchup and eggs aren't bad, but it's a little too much. Like it makes the food a little too wet. Where sriracha, it's not like too much. I'm not a big fan of the cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Watermelon Oreos? I don't think I got those ones. They do not sound good. Those sound very bad. Okay. Imagine if they made savory Pop-Tarts. They'd probably be really bad. The only reason the strudel ones were any good or decent was because, I mean, I think objectively, toaster strudels are better quality than Pop-Tarts. But if I'm gonna get either one of them, I'll always go for a Pop-Tart. Something about them. I think it's part of it's nostalgia and part of it's just they're just sweet, sickly desserts. Have I ever cracked a raw egg into my ice? Yeah, that's Tamago Kake Gohan. I eat that shit. Well, not recently, but I can eat that shit like almost every day. I started eating that because I saw it on Silver Spoon, which is one of my favorite anime, and it looked fucking delicious on that show. So I tried it. You just crack a raw egg, mix it up, pour some soy sauce in there, and the rice basically kind of cooks because the rice is hot. If I have furikake, I'll put some on there too. That shit is delicious and always satisfying. But I mean, your mileage may vary on it, but I really like it. But I also just love eggs and rice in general. Like putting like runny yolk with rice. Oh, it's good stuff. My dad once dipped Oreos in salsa. That sounds disgusting. Yikes. But if it was tolerable, I guess it's not bad. I tried egg and rice, it was pretty good, but I put too much soy sauce. Yeah, if you put too much soy sauce in there, you're basically just eating soy sauce rice. So, you gotta put just enough so that it like makes it's in there, but you gotta taste that egg. So, there is definitely a balance there you gotta watch out for. Alright, I think we're slowing down on that. Savory Pop-Tarts are called Hot Pockets. I don't think they're similar enough to warrant that. But, what was the next thing people were asking for? Oh, someone asked to rank Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun characters. Let me pull up a list of those characters. Although, really, can I rank them? Because they're all just precious angels, but I guess I'll try my best. That show, if you haven't seen Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun and you like comedy anime, you owe it to yourself to watch it because it is fucking hilarious. And I find a lot of anime tries to make me laugh and just pisses me off because it's just not funny. But that show is genuinely very funny. I believe the original manga author is a woman, and I think that does help quite a bit because it doesn't. There's no like annoying fan service or like I don't know, like Arakawa with Fullmetal Alchemist Silver Spoon, and there's another example I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it right now. And Izumi Tsubaki with Gekkan Shoujo. There's something about, I think, a woman writer's style that I think is just makes it, I guess, funnier, because it just I don't know. I would like to read more comedy manga by female mangaka. I think that'd be dope. But yeah, okay. I got a list of them. So there's Nozaki, Mikoshiba, Chiyo, or Sakura, Seo, Kashima, Hori, and Wakamatsu. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. I would say best character for me is... Oh, that's tough, because I really like Sakura. I think she's a very funny straight man character, because like half the cast are a bunch of idiots. Oh yeah, Rumiko Takahashi. Of course, how could I forget that? I love Rumiko Takahashi. She's another great female, mangaka. Alright. I think it's a toss-up between Sakura and Kashima. But I think I'd say Sakura, because I think her reactions to things are the funniest, and also I think she just feels like a very real character. Some of the others are a lot more over the top. So she's number one. I would say Kashima is probably number two, just because she's very dumb, but also just a great comedic presence. She's so oblivious to everything going on around her, and yet so irresistible to all the ladies. They do a lot of fun stuff with because like her gender doesn't really matter to whoever you're talking to in that show, and I think they play a lot with that in, I think, cool ways. Let's see, what else? Who else was there? Nozaki is really funny because he's such a deadpan dope. So he might be number three. I'll put him at number three. Then we got what? Mikoshiba. Who else? Hori. I like Hori a lot, actually, even though Hori is not like that I am not Chinese, and I don't know where you thought that, but don't answer shit that, like, you don't know. Anyway, Mikoshiba or Seo. I would say Mikoshiba is probably my number 4 because he's just a gigantic nerd and, like, wants to be this suave dude but is absolutely not, and seeing him be just flustered and embarrassed is really funny. Who else is there? Probably Hori number 5. There's not a lot to him, but I do like his dynamic with Kashima a lot. And then I'd say Seo and Wakamatsu. Their segments are funny, but a little one note to me. So I would put them at the bottom, I think. But every character in that show is fucking great. Let's see. So that's that. So the final list for whoever cares is Sakura, Kashima, Nozaki, Mikoshiba, Hori, Seo, and Wakamatsu. But all of them are my babies. All right, and then the final thing that I picked from Twitter that people wanted me to rank was the Haikyuu characters. So I'm not gonna do all the characters. I'll just do everyone on Karasuno's team, and I guess I'll do like everyone at Karasuno because there are too many like rivals and shit and other teams. So I'll just stick with those because otherwise it's gonna be too many characters. Let me pull up a list. The thing is, everyone in Haikyuu is pretty great, and they always get a good, like, their own sort of time to shine, which I really appreciate. Should I include Oikawa? Oikawa's pretty great, but I think I'll just exclude him for now. Shit, there are a lot of guys on this team. Okay. And then I'll also include the managers and the coach. So, alright. My Twitter is ProZDKP. PROZDKP. So yeah, that's for whoever wants to know. Let's see, we got Hinata, Kageyama, Kochukai, Kyoko, Tsukishima, Sugawara, Nishinoya, Sawamura, Yamaguchi, Azumane, and Tanaka and Yachi. I haven't seen season 3 yet. I'm gonna watch that pretty soon. So I would say, oh, this is tough. Number 1's Kageyama for sure. Kageyama has always been my favorite because he develops the most, and he's such a fucking dork. And watching him develop and form friendships with some of the other teammates is very satisfying. And also, he's just a giant dork. That's part of the big appeal for me. Let's see. Okay. Here's where it gets tough. I really like Daichi. Who'd be my number 2? Daichi. Tanaka's pretty good. I like Nishinoya a lot. I'm gonna say Daichi for number 2, because he's basically team dad, and I do like how he just makes these dumbasses stay in line. Then probably maybe Nishinoya, because Nishinoya is perfect. I love that because like most of the players on the team are pretty good, but Nishinoya is always the player that everyone on like all the other rival teams or whatever like are like, this guy's fucking amazing, which he is amazing because he's a perfect angel. So I'd say he's my number 3. Alright, here's where it gets tough. I'll say maybe Tanaka next, because I just think he's funny. And I also appreciate that, like, even though he's like a comedic character, he does feel like a real person and has insecurities that I think that they address really well, because he's a really good player, but not nearly as good as some of the others. But Tanaka's great. Then probably, man, it's tough. Azumani, oh, I don't know, I like Sugawara too. I'm gonna put Yachi here, because I think Yachi is really funny and a nice new perspective in the show. And also she's just cute. Shit, man. Azumane, he's good. I like Asahi a lot. Shit. Asahi or Suga? I don't fucking know. It's tough. That shit's tough. I'll say Asahi, because he's just this gentle giant, and yet when he gets a good hit in, my god, that is satisfying. And then I'll do Sugawara. Alright, here we go. Only a couple left. I like Hinata, actually, so maybe I should put Hinata higher. No, I'll put Hinata here. That's about right. So then you got Kyoko, Ukai, Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, which I like these characters. I'll say Kyoko next, because I like her reserved, but still she's very passionate about the team. Ukai is just a badass and sexy as hell. Then I'd say Tsukishima, then Yamaguchi, because they are good characters, but they take a while for you to warm up to them. Some people love them from the get-go, but I found them, you know, pretty annoying in the beginning, but they get a really good development, and season 2 of that show is so fucking good. So I'd say final ranking, not perfect, but I'll say, going by instinct, Kageyama, Sawamura, Nishinoya, Tanaka, Yachi, Asahi, Sugawara, Hinata, Kyoko, Ukai, Tsukishima, and Yamaguchi. That will be my Haikyuu ranking. If I'm going to fit Oikawa in there, I'd probably put him above Hinata. So not too high up, but somewhere in the middle, because I do like Oikawa a lot. Okay, that is the last topic I was given, so now I'm going to just go ahead and leave it up for general Q&A. Throw some questions at me, and then I'll let them when I feel like it. I'm going to get some water, throw some questions in here, and we'll see how it goes. How do I feel about Vine dying? I feel sad about it, but I feel more sad that other really good Vine users lost a platform to put their shit out on. Because I have I have other platforms I can put content out on. Like now I'm doing a lot of stuff on Twitter, Instagram, but unfortunately other people don't have that option. I am 26 years old. What Pokemon did I use for my Sun playthrough? Incineroar, Vikavolt, Crabominable were like my main 3. Interest in Super Mario Run and Nintendo Switch? I'm definitely interested in Nintendo Switch, but I'm not like super excited. I need to see more information about that Mario game, then I'll probably be on board. Super Mario Run I tried, but I'm not really into it. It almost is a little frustrating to like miss a pink coin, and I'm so used to playing Mario games where it's like, oh, I can just walk back, right? But since it's an auto run, which I get that that's what the game is, I don't know. I'm not big into auto run levels where you have to like, where, oh, if you miss a fucking pink coin, play the level again. I'm not really into that. But I'd say the game itself is pretty solid, but maybe I'll give it more of a shot. But from what I played, I was not hooked. And usually I need to be hooked in order to play a phone game. How am I feeling about the attention I'm getting from Reddit? It's always good. My YouTube subscriber count always goes up quite a bit. This is the second time I've been on the front page, and it's flattering. And people seem to like my videos, and you know, it's always nice to see people liking my stuff and getting new people exposed to my work. Favorite Ace Attorney characters: Edgeworth, Gumshoe, Maya. Do I watch JoJo? I do not. What do I think about the live-action Naruto movie? It sounds like it's gonna be fucking terrible. What was the first anime merchandise I bought? I don't even know. I will say, I have a lot of anime figures. If you've seen my Twitter, you know, or even my videos, you'll see how many figures I have in the background. And what's funny is, maybe like 6 years ago, I was like, I would never pay money for a anime figure. That sounds like a giant waste. But like, at an Otakon, I saw one of my friends got a blind box, like a Gachapon or a blind box thing, and I got one, and then as soon as I bought that, I was like, oh shit, this is bad. Like the thrill of getting like a random like blind box thing, the rest of that day I was just buying shit nonstop. And I think the first thing I ever bought was like some like Metal Gear Solid like little figure, which I didn't even play Metal Gear Solid. I just got it because other friends were getting it. I was like, fine, I'll just get one. It's only like a couple bucks. That was probably the biggest mistake of my life. What do I think of The Last Guardian? I haven't played it. Top 5 favorite Pokemon? It's hard, but I don't know offhand. I like Snorlax and Charizard a lot. I can't think of like... You'd have to get back to me on that one. Do I live by myself? No, I live with my wife. Do I watch the Pokemon anime? I do not. I have not watched it since Hoenn. I stopped watching then. Some favorite shows / anime to watch. Anime, watch Chihayafuru. Shows. What am I watching now? What did I watch? Let me see what shows I watched recently that I can recommend. In terms of anime, what the good shit I saw this year: Mob Psycho 100, My Hero Academia, Haikyuu. I would say those 3 are the best things I saw this year. For shows, excuse me, Brooklyn Nine-Nine's going right now. That's always really good. Veep is great. What else? The Jinx is a crazy documentary series. Don't spoil yourself, but it's pretty fucking wild. Broad City's good. Comedy Bang Bang's good. Human Planet's a great documentary series about like people living in different areas of the world in extreme conditions. That shit's legit. Anything with David Attenborough or BBC or John Hurt narrating is fantastic. So yeah. What's my opinion on Gladion? Gladion's fucking dope. And way better than, about 1 million times better than HAL. Let's see. Silver Spoon is not my favorite anime, but it's one of my favorites. How many Dakimakura do I have? It's not actually mine, it's my wife's, and she got it from her friend. And that's the only one we have. It's a Kamina with Nia on the other side. I have not seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld's pretty good. How did I meet my wife and know that she was the one? I've known my wife for a very long time. We were friends before we dated. Like, I've known her for probably about 10 years. I met her through mutual friends, and we, you know, talked. And I guess we had a good friendship, but then like also a good chemistry, I guess. Like we really liked talking to each other. And I could sense that there was like I had a crush on her first. And it turns out she did have a crush on me, so it worked out. But I didn't really pursue it because I was, it's a friendship or whatever. But when I like got the sense that she actually felt the same way, that's when I asked her out. And then we dated for quite a while, and then finally it was about the time. And, I think when you get to a point where you're dating someone and you're like, like, I'm gonna be with this person for the rest of my life, and like, I just, I don't see myself really being with anyone else, so why not just get married? Because you're gonna well, not only do you get benefits from like being married, but it's just, it solidifies it. So yeah, sounds like you mostly watch comedies. Not necessarily, but that's what I'm watching now these days. Some of my favorite dramas are like The Wire, or what else do I like? I guess I do watch more comedies when it comes to live action shows, but The Wire is also one of my favorite shows of all time. Breaking Bad was good. I thought that was very fun. What else was there that I... Is there like, what other dramas do I watch? Or watched, I guess. I guess those are the two that I fell in love with, is The Wire and Breaking Bad. Yeah, I don't know. I should watch. Or Stranger Things was good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I guess most of my favorite live action shows are comedies, now that I think about it. Yeah. Have I heard of the manga/anime Kiss Him Not Me? I have. That's the one. I've seen posts of that. It looks pretty funny, but I don't know. It's like the girl, like, all the guys like her, but she doesn't like them, and she wants them to, like, get with each other, or something like that. That's, I think, what the basic premise is. What anime does my wife like? She likes Steins Gate a lot, Gurren Lagann, Samurai Champloo. I'd say those are probably, like, 3 of her favorites. Do I speak a foreign language? I speak very poor Korean. Did my wife start dating me when I did the Goofy Bring Me to Life? I knew her way before that. Am I a voice actor? I am. Have I watched Elementary? I have not. Did I watch Mad Men? I watched a bit of Mad Men, but I couldn't get into it. I was not into that at all. How do I make those snack boxes give me free food? I don't. They approach me, and I'm like, hell yes, I'll review your boxes. So, I'm just very lucky in that respect. And now that I've done, like, several sort of subscription box videos, I think more people see them and reach out to me. So, yeah. I have not seen Durarara. I have not watched Amagi Brilliant Park. I did not like ReZero at all. I watched about half of that. I did not enjoy that at all. Speaking of Samurai Champloo, do I listen to Nujabes at all? Not really, although I've listened to a bit, and he's pretty dope. All right, I think that's gonna be about it. So, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know. I like to keep my streams pretty chill, so it's usually just me just rambling or talking or whatever. But this was fun. And only one racist this time. So yeah. Okay, have I ever watched K-On? Yeah, K-On's dope. K-On's the shit. Alright, guys. I will see you later.